I mean, there's a lot of misinformation going on out there that's just absolutely disgusting. And considering Florida all the way up to North Carolina just got like their butts kicked by Helena, the time right now that the Republicans, Mike Johnson and the Republican Congress, are taking to insist on being on vacation until after the election falls at a really, really dangerous moment, because within 2 days, a Category 5 hurricane is going to broadside the Gulf side of Florida. Literally, Ron DeSantis refused Joe Biden's call today. Joe Biden, just like he did with Helena, already put $1 billion up saying, there you go, already declared an emergency, state of emergency, which means emergency funds are available if the Congress gets back to work and approves the freaking funds. So Mike Johnson literally said, it takes a while to tabulate how much money's needed, so we'll just talk about that in a month after the election. That's the Speaker of the Republican Congress. 178, 179, whatever it is, Republicans voted against additional funding for FEMA. 2 years ago as well, they voted against additional funding for FEMA because the hurricanes were getting worse and worse. So Joe Biden said, hey, we're going to need more money because this money's not going to stretch if they're getting worse and worse. And back to back within a week, Florida is going to get slammed. The only good thing about this hurricane, besides it being stronger, there's no real good thing, is it's just going to hit Florida and go out into the ocean and build into another Cat 5 and hit somewhere else. And Ron DeSantis is not taking Joe Biden's phone calls for political purposes, just so he can bitch about him not doing anything later. Ladies and gentlemen of Florida, your governor refused to pick up the phone when the President of the United States called to help you. You ready? Listen again. Your governor refused the phone call from Joe Biden to help you with a hurricane that hasn't even hit yet. That's how much he cares about you. Then you have Matt Gaetz, another winner who's doing nothing but... Come on, people. Really? You've got a presidential candidate who, in the midst of the worst wildfires in California state history, said, forget about sending them any more money. They didn't vote for me anyway. And you've got a Democratic president that's preemptively sending FEMA. FEMA was on the ground before Hurricane Helene hit. They were on the ground, already there. Same with this one. Already there. $1 billion was already there. They allocated the $750, which is the most they could do as per the Constitution. Anything above that has to be approved by Congress. So all you Republicans that are pissed off that they only got $750 and you're going and you're spouting all this shit about that, just like you did with Maui, remember one simple thing. The process and how it works is Congress has to allocate more money. Congress is the one who cut down FEMA. The Republicans, according to Agenda 47 and 2025, want to get rid of NOAA and FEMA. NOAA is that whole, weather early warnings site, that gives you the heads up and tracks it, not with a Sharpie, but really tracks it. That's what Republicans want to do for you. Vote out every one of those sons of bitches the next time you can. And if you need another Republican, get one that works for you. Until then, the Democrats will work for you. And they are proving it over and over again if you actually pay attention to facts. I know it's really difficult, but the fact of the matter is, Joe Biden reached out first to all of them, set them up before the hurricane ever got there. And your prick, the Satan governor, won't even take his call when it's about to get hit with a bigger hurricane. And you're pissed off at Joe. Yeah, makes perfect sense. You go do that with your sweet selves. And you know what? After you shit all over Joe Biden for trying to help you, he's still going to help you because it's the right thing to do. He's not going to do what Donald Trump would go and go, screw him. They didn't vote for me anyway. It's a red state. How many red states got their asses kicked by Helena? And Biden helped them, and he keeps helping them. And every one of those states, all they need to do is pick up a phone. Because when Joe picks them up, some Republican idiots won't answer. And then they'll say that he hasn't even reached out. And you find brilliant folks are smart enough to believe them. Patriots, MAGA, wake up. This country deserves better than your fake patriotism.